Hello, everyone. Today I will be presenting to you on the importance of personality and diversity in state and local politics. Diversity is important to decision making, and diverse local politics can represent the whole of a community and lead to more valuable political growth. Census data from 2020 shows that the United States is a diverse place, with interest groups lying across socioeconomic demographics, racial demographics, and heritage demographics. Montana is historically diverse in legislative activities and had the first woman elected to federal office, Representative Rankin, in 1916, so Montana should continue to pursue expansive diversity in politics. Supporting diversity is difficult, however, and experienced political knowledge is needed to drive campaigns built on diverse interests. I interviewed a local representative in Colorado, who happens to be my cousin, about her thoughts on the condition of diversity and growth in state and local policy. Here are some clips from our interview with messages to you, the political minds of the future. Now introducing Valerie Beck. Really quick, could you briefly introduce yourself and what you do and how your profession relates to state and local policy?
Whoa. Okay. My name is Nosler Beck, and I have a couple of different titles. One of them is Wheat Ridge City Councilor. So I sit on the city council for a municipality in Colorado called Wheat Ridge. Another one of my hats is I run a nonprofit called The Study, which trains campaign and political staffers, and also helps build a support network for those staffers. And then lastly, I run a consulting business, the founder of a company called Upstream. And what Upstream does is we have some kind of traditional public affairs clients and help them advocate for their issues and do some communications consulting. I also, though, under the umbrella of Upstream, help provide staff support for candidates at the local level. So that's it. That's a really long title.
Like, how would you say you primarily promote diverse politicians moving up in state government?
Yeah, so in the space that I work in, we've always, it's been really a space that hasn't been very diverse, right? And so there have been a lot of programs and businesses that have tried to help candidates get elected to office. Having been a candidate myself, running for local office, I quickly realized that you can't run for office without some help with staff. And you can't do it on your own, especially if you are, in my case, a working, full-time working mom of two very young kids. Anytime that you have, anything that is potentially a part of what probably makes you a really good candidate to run for office, like you might have an experience where housing was unaffordable for you, or where you didn't have the same privilege as someone else. Anytime that happens when you decide to run for office, you probably need some extra support to be able to run. And so that's what I think, helping support by providing good, strong staffing that knows the communities that they're working in. That's how we're helping diversify and elevate those voices. Yeah.
What advice do you have for my generation of prospect politicians and staffers and what have you?
My big summarizing thought is the pathway before where we are right now, everything that got us to here has not been a diverse representation of our communities, our country, our states. And my recommendation moving forward is take my advice, take my ideas, but also break it and find new ways. Just because this is the way that they've done it for the past 20, 30, 40, 50 centuries, do something different. It's time to change what's happened in our both political staffing and candidates who are running for office. And I think the only way that you really can do that is by understanding what the system was before, and then figure out where your voice needs to be heard. And sometimes it's also, is it your time to run, or is it your time to maybe help somebody elevate their voice, and how can you support them in doing that? So break it. That's my advice.